One of the biggest disconnects in most businesses is this idea of pathways to promotion. In businesses, most people in the C-suite think that they have a clear process for how an employee would go from wherever they start in the organization to move up through the ranks. But when you talk to the managers of those employees or the specific employees, they have no idea how to get from where they're going. If you want to retain those really high-achieving employees or even just above average people, create pathways to promotion. If you want to create pathways to promotion, you want to teach specific skills. So you want to say, hey, employee Joe, if you want to get to the next level, here are the skills you need to acquire. You can do coaching. A lot of times there's a heart for people to move up, but they have no idea how to do it. They need someone to help them, which also leads to mentors. Mentors are critical. The Sloan School has done tons of work on this topic. And one of the things they found, 63% of workers who left their company in 2023 did so because they saw no pathway to promotion. The other thing they found was if it's DIY, it's never going to get done. Employees are struggling with just all the aspects of the job and life and what's going on. You've really got to spell it out. Here are the steps you need to take to be considered for the next promotion. But if every time there's an open position, you go outside the organization to fill that, you know what that does to your existing employees? It completely devalues them and they start polishing up their resume. You want to promote from within. You want the good workers that you have to take it to the next level with you. And that really encourages everybody, because if this person gets promoted up to here, then somebody backfills their position, so they're getting promoted, and then somebody down the line even further is getting promoted. So it begins to lift everybody up. Now, one question I'm asked is, what happens if you have different applicants within your existing structure? And you give it to candidate A, they get promoted, and candidate B and C are still where they're at. Communication is critical in this. And this is why coaching and mentors are a part of this process. If you pick employee A for that promotion within, you need to tell employee B and employee C, hey, listen, you didn't get it this time. You're not quite there. We need to work a little harder on acquiring these skills that A actually went and got. But we have $2 million out there in bids and proposals right now. We see a role where if we land those, we're going to be able to plug you in if you add these skills. If you want to keep your best employees, if retention is important to you, if slaying the turnover dragon is important to you, promote from within and build pathways to promotion. I hope you have a super pumped day. If you need more resources, go on over to superpumped.com or hit me up, book an appointment. Let's talk about your particular company. Let's dig in and let's figure this thing out. See you next time.